Hello. So I'm going to go a little unscripted here, but I just wanted to thank you for tuning in. And a lot of you have seen me online, OCBR Ministries. I've done some podcasting, but this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be kind of relaxed. Get to know me. Why I want to do what I do. Where am I going to take my online ministry? Do it offline, and I'm going to do a consulting ministry. You heard it. I'm going to be a consultant. I'm going to use what I'm good at. I'm going to use what I've done. I'm going to help churches with their social media, churches that need help, consultant. Maybe a pastor is needs help with his sermons and say, hey, Jason, I need some help. Can you help me, kind of craft my sermons? What do you think? Or we're trying to start this new ministry. Can you come in here and help us out? Or, hey, church A, church B, we need a speaker for this event, or hey, Jason, can we use your podcast episodes to share with students or other people? And that's what I want to do is be a consultant in the ministry for churches, for other ministries, maybe even other nonprofits, to be a consultant. And I might take it to a next level also too, is maybe be a consultant for anyone that's trying to start a ministry, trying to start a nonprofit. Maybe they've been searching for a partner, someone to help them. I can step in there and and help them. I can be that person, that consultant that can come in there and be that consultant partner that can come in there and help them. Let's say, for example, if it was a celebrity, for example, and they wanted to start a ministry, they wanted to start something where they're helping the homeless, or someone that already has a pre-existing ministry that say, hey, Jason, I would love to get your help on this in this area. This is how much I can pay you. Obviously, I'm not going to do everything for free. I got to put food on the table also too. I'm not going to charge a whole lot. So I am a for-profit ministry going forward. I'm not a nonprofit. I don't hold a 501c3. I'm not going to go out there and reinvent, I'm not going to go out there and do something that someone else is already doing. But I don't really see much. I've never seen a ministry that's like a consultant ministry or someone that's a consultant that can help people. I have experience in acting. I have experience using social media. I have experience as a youth pastor. I have experience in doing a podcast. I do have an audience. No, I don't have millions of people following me, but I have an audience. And that's the purpose of this video, is to get to know me. Like, well, Jason, are you, I get this question that people ask, are you going to church? No, I'm very turned away from churches right now, how they operate, how they act. And I'm hoping as a consultant, I can come in there and change that, shake it up, cause a disruption, saying, why are you not doing this? So you're not seeing your growth in your church, right? Okay, I want you to list everything, why you're not growing, and then I want you to list your plan of action for the next 30 days, then 90 days, and then a year. You got to have that 30, 60, and 90-day plan of action. I mean, even I would, going into a church saying, hey, let me help you. This is a 30-day, 90-day, 60-day plan. I want you to do the same thing. Write a 30-day, 60-day, and a 90-day plan. So you're having trouble reaching the youth, right? You're having trouble growing your youth ministry. Well, guess what? Don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to go out there and do your own podcast show. I have a podcast. Get some business cards, print it up, and I'll have a podcast every week. I'll ramp it up for churches. So let's say, hey, you give a youth, maybe a teenager gives another teenager a card, so they can go on there, scan it with their phone, go to the link, boom, goes to, OCBR, One Church, One Body, YouTube channel, playlist, youth podcast. So the youth can go on there and teenagers can learn about who is God? Who is Jesus? Who is this? And not feel so intimidated as far as like, well, I don't want to go to church, or they maybe feel uncomfortable walking into a church. That's the point of OCBR Ministries, to be a consultant, to help, to come and be a support, at the same time for youth pastors and pastors, and I wanted to do this video so that way you can get to know me. Some of my followers already know me, but they don't really know what I'm trying to do with OCBR Ministries. I'm not trying to start another church. I'm trying to be a support and a consultant. That's what the point that I'm trying to do here, and yes, I do want to plan events in the future with churches, and bring everyone together. There's nothing wrong with that, yeah, I'm going to get people that are negative. I'm going to get people that are going to be like, oh my gosh, this guy is trying to bring unity and, and unify. And well, if you have a church, why is there so many churches in Texas? I drive down to Pearland, Texas, Alvin, Texas, all these different cities in Texas. Church A, Church B, and so many religions, so many churches. You don't see the Muslim, Islamic. They have one faith, one church. You don't see them having, the church of Ponto Chacho, or the church of Fatime, or the church of so-and-so, you don't see all of that. The Christian church, I'm going to call you all out. You are so dysfunctional. Dysfunctional. A lot of you probably going to I don't want to listen anymore, but you're going to listen. And as a consultant, I'm going to tell you straight to your face. When you come to me in a consultant and you explain everything that's going on in your congregation, your church, I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Oh, so your church attendance is down, right? Well, what are you doing? What are you doing to bring up the numbers? What are you doing to reach others? What are your goals? What are your action plans? And then I'm going to say, this is how OCBR Ministries can help you, where we can help you reach your goals that you're trying to do. And that's what OCBR Ministries is going to be doing going forward. A consulting ministry, being a support. I don't want to be like all the other outreach ministries or parachurch ministries. I'm not saying no. The heart of the OCBR is still revival, right? And it should be. Revival, unity, bringing the body of Christ, bringing the churches together. That's what it's about. And being that consultant. So I hope that this brings light. I hope you understand what OCBR Ministries are. And for any of you that do follow my podcast or my shorts, I'm sorry for not being consistent. I'm sorry for not posting, for letting life throw me down the bus. But I'm here and I'm back and I'm not going away this time. And I'm going to bring help because I'm building a team with OCBR Consulting Ministries, a team. Can't pay you right now. Okay. This is a for-profit consulting ministry. So don't expect a paycheck right now. You're going to work for your paycheck. We're going to set up, enough about that. I just want you to share that with you. If you're a church that's listening, great, because I want you to know what I am, what OCBR Ministries is going forward and what we're going to do. We're going to be a consulting ministry, but not just for, ministries, can help nonprofits, areas, other faith-based, churches and stuff, be able to be a support for y'all too. Love all of you. Please share this. Please follow. Please like. Please subscribe, because without you, I can't do this. Without you. If you can help donate, if you can help support this channel, if you can help support the ministry, we are not tax exempt. I'm going to throw that out there right now. But you shouldn't give based off a tax exemption. It's not about what do you get out of it. True giving is, who are you helping? who is that ministry? Who is that? What are their purpose? It should be about who are you helping? Because there's a lot of other things that I plan on doing with OCBR Ministries. Stay tuned. I'm not giving up this time. God bless you all. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you all later. Links are down below, how you can help give to the OCBR Ministries. Also, how you can, if you want to help out, just know you're not getting paid. This is for profit. So once we set up the structure, and we build this consulting ministry, and then we have events too, yes, of course. If any revenue comes in after taxes are paid and everything, of course I would give you a blessing. Of course I would give you something. Come on. I'm not heartless. Love all of you. Bye-bye.